everybody. Welcome to the New Moon Ascension message for November. So time really flies, and the last time I did this was in August, and the intention was to do it every new moon. But I really am starting to allow myself to align with the flow of divinity and not try and force something when there isn't something to be said. And so the last two new moons, there was just no messages coming forward, and there was no connection point. And so I apologize if you've been waiting for those. My intention, as always, is to connect each new moon. However, I'm also guided by what is happening energetically and what is valuable and useful. And so it's been very clear that this new moon, the Diamond Ray Council and the guides very much want to come forward to give a message. So if it's the first time watching one of my videos, welcome. My name is Taryn. I'm a spiritual teacher and healer, and I'm very, very dedicated and privileged to work with supporting us moving from an energetic blueprint of power to an energetic blueprint of love. And so that's really how the Diamond Ray Council works with me. It's a group of beings of light that bring forward messages of consciousness to support us in this ascension and to support us in this process. I'm just going to take off these bracelets so they don't bang everywhere. Right, so as I said, if you've joined me before, it's so lovely to connect with you again. This message will serve each person that connects with it in the highest way possible for you. And so that is always the intention, is that the frequency and the messages that come forward support each soul's ascension process in exactly the way that is true and right for you. And really, it doesn't matter when you listen to this. If you listen to it on New Moon, bargain, but if not, if you happen to find this message at some point in the future, then it is always relevant for where you are at. And so I encourage you, as you listen to this message, to kind of go into a state of receptiveness, not into a state of analysis. The difference between reception and analysis is reception is I can allow things in and notice what it does for me. And when we're in analysis, I'm trying to think about it and make sense of it, and I hold things a little bit separate. And so one of the ways to truly connect with the divine is to access a state of allowance and receiving the messages. And as you receive them, notice what it does for you and how that feels, and the sensations, the memories, the thoughts, the ideas, the inspirations, the connections that come up for you as we go through it. So I never know what's really going to come up in these sessions. I'm always as in much wonder as everybody else. And for those of you that have never seen me connect with the Diamond Ray Council before, I normally go into a period of a couple of, it might feel like a minute, but a couple of seconds of silence where I welcome them in and invite them in. And then they come forward. I am a witness to the session, and one of the beings or the group of beings that always talk about many hearts, one voice. The voice comes through and they use me as the channel for what it is they'd like to bring forward into consciousness today. Sometimes my voice changes a little bit, sometimes the sort of dynamics of me change a little bit. Most of the time it's quite seamless. So just to give you that heads up in case it seems a little bit weird. And then at the end of it, I will come back out and then I will close off the session. There is a tendency sometimes for the Diamond Ray Council to use light language. Light language is a set of tones or words. You can't say words really, but it's a frequency. And so it can be in word or song, and then the intention of light language is it bypasses the mind and really talks to the spirit. So if that comes forward today, enjoy it. It is always a magical process. Allow yourself again to be in that receptive state and just notice what it does for you. Right, so before I connect with them, I am going to pull a card and just see what card they are going to use to support this message today. Okay, so let's see the card that's come forward that sets a little bit of a backdrop, and we'll see where they go with it. Is you're not being punished. You are not being punished. Okay. All right, so I'll take a minute and connect in. And let's see what they want to tell us today. So I call forward the Diamond Ray Council to bring forward the highest ascension message for the purpose of this group and all of humanity at this point in time. May I serve as a voice and a physical presence to serve the light. Thank you for joining us in this moment. In this place of presence, we honor and connect to each soul that is longing for lightness. In this moment, we encourage you to drop all pretenses, to drop all performances, and drop all distractions from truth. When we say we offer and invite you to drop all pretenses and to drop all performances, this sets the tone for the opportunity that exists in this moment. Each moment is a portal to the next one. Each moment creates an opportunity for connection, for lightness, for transformation. Indeed, it creates an opportunity for pain and regret and struggle and difficulty in whichever way you are attached to it. When we can honor each moment as a portal that creates a space between one thing and the next, how we use this portal becomes the key to what we unlock for the next moment. And so in this moment, this very moment, this moment now, as we invite you to drop all pretenses and all performances, we would like to invite you to see beyond the pretense and the performance. What lies beneath the masks? Each moment of each day, you present yourself to this world. You present yourself to this life. And as you present yourself, there can be a tendency to pretend, to perform. This is not bad. This is not good. This is just worth noticing. What informs the pretense and what informs the performance? There are so many expectations on this planet called Earth. There are so many criteria. Criteria for success and criteria for love, criteria for fulfillment, criteria for joy. We said in so many ways the things that need to be done for something to happen. The criteria for abundance, the criteria for a life of empowerment, the criteria for anything. Notice the mind's addiction with criteria. What are the steps? What is the way to get? How do I do it? And the criteria of expectation that we analyze and compare and judge ourselves against each other, noticing where we are in this collective. The fear of judgment, the fear of ridicule, the fear of rejection, all these fears that consume the heart, develop these strategies for performance and pretense. And create the mask. I will go out and play. How do I need to dress up? What do I need to say? Who do I need to please? And what do I need to do? There is pain behind the pretense. There is invisibility behind the performance. If I present myself in a certain way, if I live my life according to the script, if I do what it is that is expected, then I shall be safe. Yet, the fear never goes away, and so that safety is an illusion. And the pain of being distant from one's own true light, from one's own true expression, from the willingness to pull away the mask and say, here I am, this is me. The distance we create to ourselves causes a disconnect and indeed a self-rejection. And so the paradox is, in an attempt not to be rejected and ridiculed by others, we reject ourselves. We speak as one with you because each of us intrinsically have been internal to you and have shared in this story with you. What we mean by this is that we are so dedicated to supporting you that we are willing to even embody an awareness of the pain of what it's like to be distant from yourselves. As we've explored and experimented and understood this, we have noticed what it is that keeps each soul trapped in the game of performance and pretense. We honor this experience with compassion. And our message today is not one of taking off the pretenses and taking off the performance masks. It's one of inviting an awareness and noticing of them. so that they can be embraced with gratitude, this part of yourself that has stepped forward and said, I'll go first. I'll put myself out. I'll take the brunt so you can be safe. It's courage, isn't it? And so this part of ourselves that we've dedicated to performing in the world, they need a break. They need some love. They need a warm hug. They need some kindness. They need a break. For indeed, it takes a lot of effort to perform, to pretend. It is not a state of ease. It is a state of active decision making. Each moment I need to decide, who am I here? What do I need to do? What do I need to be? Rather than resting in the knowing that the truth of who you are can always be expressed in each moment easily and naturally. And so when we invite awareness to the part of you that is pretending and the part of you that is performing, we ask you to thank it. Have a level of gratitude for what it is that you've chosen to do to cope with what may have seemed like some difficulty in your life. And as you embrace this part of you with a level of compassion and kindness and say thank you for showing up, thank you for going first, thank you for performing, thank you for doing what you did. Tell you what, let me take over for a while. You can rest. And then you can invite in the warrior of your spirit that is prepared, willing, even excited to explore this thing called your life. And in each moment, that is a portal of possibility. We can choose to express ourselves as this warrior of light, and not a warrior that is fighting, not a warrior that is aggressive, a warrior as in brave-heartedness, willing to be exposed, to speak, to express, to love, to receive, to play. And the part of you that needs to perform can come out in the true moments of danger, in the true moments when it's needed. Otherwise, it can rest. Each one of you as a soul in a body has so many facets, so many multiple dimensions to you, so many parts. Each one of these needs love, connection, needs to be contained in the wholeness of you, not rejected and judged. And so this part of you that has performed and is performing or pretending, that we could call the ego or the personality or aspects of that, it doesn't need a label, needs to be embraced with love and gratitude, not rejected. We shall take you through a mantra process, a light language experience now. And the intention of this is to support the rest that the part of you that's performing and the part of you that's pretending can rest, so that the body can be at ease, so that the spirit can manifest in light and come forward as the path that leads, because the spirit can lead effortlessly. The performer in you cannot lead effortlessly. It requires direction. The spirit can, and then everything can come back into alignment and in order. So we invite you to close your eyes if you'd like, and just let these frequencies wash over you and help you realign back to your most natural state of truth. Incholake tsipaya sho non lai tikapa shukatula ni mataya shikata lima tai kula fai o shulutupu inshallah inshallah tai kachukachu inshallah manika yasukla soy taita hopilaya 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 itahina sholotaima ikashula atinami inkatula 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 shula maisha italuma maisha luta maisha nima shomolana Aikatita, 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 lamina shu, lamina shu, ikalai. I wish you love. We wish you peace. We wish you joy. Indeed, we wish you to remember that you are peace and love and joy in this moment and in every moment. Namaste. So there's never too much to say after these things. Please feel free to share your experiences and your memories and what you found about yourself in these moments. Sending you lots of love. Till next time. Namaste.